It seems like every few years, that buzzword of zero trust makes a return. That mythical thing that only a few elite companies or organizations can obtain. Many people have trouble just communicating what it is. I'm sure we can mention some products or services that implement zero trust principles, but actually communicating it can be a challenge. It was created by John Kindervag in 2010, while he was a principal analyst at Forrester Research. It was first presented as a new approach to cybersecurity that emphasized never trust, always verify, regardless of whether the request comes from inside or outside the network. The need for it was highlighted by several high-profile cyber incidents. One such incident was Operation Aurora in 2009, a series of cyber attacks targeting major companies, including Google. These attacks demonstrated the vulnerabilities of perimeter-based security models. In response, Google developed BeyondCorp, a security framework that shifts access controls from the perimeter to the individual devices and users. BeyondCorp embodies the principles of zero trust, ensuring that every access request is authenticated, authorized, and encrypted. Zero trust is not a new piece of technology. It's not a protocol, it's not a product you can buy and set up. Instead, zero trust is best described as a security concept or framework. Its goal? To trust nothing. This means continuously authenticating, authorizing, and assessing every user and device. It's achieved through a mixture of security policies and the right security tools. To fully understand the problem that zero trust solves, let's go back a few years. Traditional networks looked something like this. There were computers, there were servers, applications, they were all sitting inside our network, protected from the outside world by routers and firewalls. We would have to either be on-prem or connected to the internal network via VPN to access resources on the internal network. We verified ourselves once when connecting, and then we were considered trusted throughout the network. This is called perimeter-based security. Think of it like a bank vault. The vault protects everything valuable inside from external threats with thick walls and heavy doors. This setup worked kind of well for a long time. However, perimeter security faces several security challenges today. With the rise of cloud computing and web applications, users accessing resources from anywhere and use their own devices, the traditional perimeter-based security model struggles to keep up. One of the biggest problems with perimeter-based security is lateral movement. If an attacker finds a weakness and gains access, the implicit trust within the network allows them to move freely. The pandemic amplified these challenges, making it clear that a new solution was needed. Enter zero trust. It is not a single product, but a security architecture built over time using different technologies, products, and policies. Let's discuss some of the core principles of it. Zero trust removes all implicit trust from the network. A phrase often used is never trust, always verify. Whether you're in a coffee shop, at home, or in the office, you're treated the same. Verification is continuous and dynamic. Verification is based on several factors, such as credentials, device health, and geolocation. Even if you pass verification once, every request is continuously verified to prevent unauthorized access. Another core principle is least privilege. This means providing the minimum level of access needed to perform a task. It's easier said than done, but with the right tools and policies, we can ensure minimal privileges are granted. Lastly, assume breach. This mindset helps us plan defenses if a breach occurs. Segmenting systems reduces the damage done by an attacker. Implementing measures to detect and respond to breaches is absolutely crucial. Implementing zero trust cannot be achieved with a single tool or service. It requires a range of tools and policies. For instance, setting up multi-factor authentication, continuous monitoring, and robust identity and access management are vital steps in zero trust. Zero trust is all about, first and foremost, never trust, always verify, aka continuous and dynamic verification. It's also about least privilege, where we only grant the minimal access needed. Last, it's about assume breach. planning for the worst case scenario, and segmenting systems to minimize the damage if an attacker gains access. So you can't simply buy Zero Trust. It's not a one-size-fits-all product that you can purchase and then instantly deploy. It's a comprehensive approach that involves cultural changes, continuous improvement, and the integration of multiple security measures tailored to your specific environment.